Hello all, it's time to talk about 2022. What's up? I hope you're good. So first, let me know if you enjoy this orange-ish kind of glow, whatever, because usually it's all white, like white, but with that light it looks a bit warmer. Let me know if you enjoy it or not, so I know for new videos, whatever. But yeah, so today, member of the Howling Pack or new members to the pack, welcome. We're here to talk about all the books we will be reading. I mean, not all the books, but the 6 first books we will be reading with the Howling Pack in 2022. So for this round, I've actually asked you to come up with some suggestions on the server for the Howling Pack, and I got 6 books that were recommended in some way. So we got like quite a funny TBR because I believe we have one middle grade, we have one book I was attacked by with whatever because it was on my TBR in October but never got to it. And if you watched my vlogs, every single day I was like, okay, today I'm picking up that one. Today I'm gonna read that one. Today that's his time. But never happened. So I'm gonna make it a buddy read. Then we have another, I believe, YA, 2 sci-fi-ish, and another fantasy. I'm quite excited about that beginning of the year. I mean the 6th month, the 6th first book we will be reading because they all sound amazing. So let's jump into the TBR. So the first one we will be reading in January is Hi Marta, how you doing? It's this one, The Hover Places by Kingfisher. It is adult horror-ish, but it is perfect for January because it is actually a portal fantasy type of book. It has portals, which is perfect for January because in January is happening the Be Sure I Thumb. So a readathon inspired by the Wayward Children series by Shannon McGuire. So portal fantasy. So this is perfect. It is horror-ish. The book is just like so floppy, whatever. Apparently there is like a newly divorced and living back at home in rural North Carolina. Kara is helping out her ailing eccentric Uncle Earl at his house. Yes, and apparently he's really into like taxidermy and other kind of weird shit or whatever. And apparently she's working there and she's closing up like the museum or whatever one night when she hears, I believe, something very... No, she discovers a mysterious hole in the drywall along one of the museum's overstuffed hallways of oddities. An opening that impossibly leads Kara and her new friend Simon to a sprawling area that simply can be part of North Carolina's plane of existence. So I'm really intrigued. It's not short, like it's 330 pages, something like that. And it sounds really cool. I really want to get to it. A lot of friends of mine have read it and really loved it, recommended it. So definitely gonna pick up this one with the Howling Pack. So in February we'll be reading a middle grade that is also polar fantasy, so perfect for Palatine. And it is The Way Past Winter by Kiran, Millwood, Hargrave. So it sounds really cute. It has a beautiful cover. I will put it here. I love that cover. And it is about Mila and her sisters live with their brother Oscar in a small forest cabin in the snow. One night, a fur-clad stranger arrives seeking shelter for himself and his men. But by the next morning, they've gone, taking Oscar with them. Fearful for his safety, Mila and her sisters set out to bring Oscar back, even it means going north, crossing frozen wildlands to find a way past an eternal winter. I feel like it's perfect for Palatine, so that's why it's perfect for the Howling Pack for February. It was actually suggested by Nohelani on Discord for the Howling Pack, so thank you so much. Then for March we're moving to YA with magical realism, apparently a bit of paranormal, fantasy, etc. So I'm really intrigued. And the other one was actually suggested by Marta, but other wolves wanted to read that one. So it's Elatsoe. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but Elatsoe by Darcie Little Badger. I love that the name Little Badger. Imagine an America very similar to our own. It's got homework, best friends, and pistachio ice cream. There are some differences. This America has been shaped dramatically by the magic, monsters, knowledge, and legends of its people, those indigenous and those not. Some of these forces are charmingly everyday, like the ability to make an orb of light appear or travel across the world through rings of fungi. But other forces are less charming and should never see the light of day. Elatsoe lives in this slightly stranger America. She can raise the ghosts of dead animals, a skill passed down through generations of her Lipan Apache family. Her beloved cousin has just been murdered in a town that wants no prying eyes, but she is going to do more than pry. The picture-perfect facade of Willoughby masks gruesome secrets, and she will rely on her wits, skills, and friends to tear off the mask and protect her family. I mean, it sounds amazing, and it has indigenous representation with the Apache. So I'm here for that, so thank you for the recommendation. That's for March. Then for April, Martha actually suggested another book, and that's a book I got for my birthday that's really high on my TBR that many of you have not read, even though it's pretty popular. So we're gonna pick The Humans for April. And definitely, I guess it is sci-fi-ish because it's about an alien analyzing or seeing everything that humans do, and the alien will see it as stupid. Wait. There's no place like home, or is there? After an incident, one wet Friday night where he is found walking naked through the streets of Cambridge, Professor Andrew Martin is not feeling quite himself. Food sickens him, clothes confound him. Even his loving wife and teenage son are repulsive to him. He feels lost amongst an alien species and hates everyone on the planet. Everyone, that is, except Newton and his dog. Who is he really? And what could make someone change their mind about the human race? I thought it was about an alien. Sounds amazing. I want to read it, and apparently it's funny, sarcastic, a little bit, so I'm all in for that. So we'll be reading that one for April. Then for me, I'm gonna pick up a real sci-fi. I know you suggested a few whatever, but I also wanted to pick a book that's high on my TBR that I just got for my birthday, and it's one of Liena's favorite books, so I'm really intrigued by Children of Time. I cannot wait to get to that one by Adrian Tchaikovsky. It is a sci-fi, as I have just said, and I'm really curious to see what it is about, because here it says, who will inherit this new Earth? The last remnants of the human race left a dying Earth, desperate to find a new home. Following their ancestors' star maps, they discovered the greatest treasure of a past age, a world terraformed and prepared for human life. But all is not right in this new Eden. The planet is not waiting for them, pristine and unoccupied. New masters have turned it from a refuge into mankind's worst nightmare. Now, two civilizations are on a collision course and must fight to survive. As the fate of humanity hangs in the balance, who are the true heirs of this new Earth? So I'm really intrigued by this one, and it's like 600 pages? Okay, it's 600 pages. Doesn't look that chunky when you look at it, but it's 600 pages. I cannot wait to read it. Yes, it is a chunky one, but I feel like we got this. We got this, Wolves. So that's for me. And then Femke actually suggested a book that was on my priority list of 2021, and it is A History of Wild Places by Shea Ernshaw, who wrote other amazing books. The Wicked Deep, Winterwood. Oh yeah, I remember. So Travis Wren has an unusual talent for locating missing people hired by families as a last resort. He requires only a single object to find a person who has vanished. When he takes on the case of Maggie St. James, a well-known author of dark, macabre children's books, she's led to a place many believe to be only a legend. Called Pastoral, this reclusive community was founded in the 1970s by like-minded people searching for a simpler way of life. By all accounts, the commune shouldn't exist anymore, and soon after Travis stumbles upon it, it disappears. He disappears, just like Maggie St. James. Years later, Theo, a lifelong member of Pastoral, discovers Travis' abandoned track beyond the border of the community. No one is allowed in or out, not when there is a risk of bringing a disease, rot, into Pastoral. Unraveling the mystery of what happens reveals secrets that Theo, his wife, Kala, and her sister, Bee, keep from one another. secrets that prove their perfect isolated world isn't as safe as they believed, and that darkness takes many forms. Hauntingly beautiful, hypnotic, and bewitching, A History of Wild Places is a story about fairy tales or fear of the dark and losing yourself within the wilderness of your mind. That's for June, wolves. I'm so excited for that one. I'm excited for all of them, but that one sounds epic as well. Like the wilderness of your mind. In 6 months, I will be filming the next book we will be reading for the Howling Pack in 2022. So from July till January, like December, not January, December. But yeah, that's all the books we will be reading. I hope you found some of them interesting, that you will be joining us. If not, no pressure. So many books, so little time. I absolutely feel you. But yeah, it's just a nice way to actually buddy read. There is no live show, there is no real deadline or whatever. It's cozy, it's chill, like it's really like not that much demanding except for reading a book. It's fun. It's reading with other members of the pack, with other wolves. But yeah, well, that's it. Let me know which one you are interested in, and if you have any suggestions for the second half of the year, drop them down below. I'll be curious to see what you're in the mood now and what you will be in the mood in a few months. That's also very interesting to see. But yeah, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the pack. Talk to me in the comment section as usual. And until next time, take care, wolves. Bye.